Hi beauties, it's Jean Piersanti with Beauty and the Stamper. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I have some allergies going on right now, so I apologize that I sound a little stuffy. So let's go ahead. We're going to open up our Illustrated Faith. This one is called Word Nerd. It just came out on Dayspring and Illustrated Faith. So I'm going to go ahead and put a link down below in case you wanted to get one of these for yourself. This is the kit for this month. And so I'm just taking everything out. I already have looked through my cards, and I just want to tell you, there are some cards here that are just journaling cards. They've got some great little verses, and you can always just do your own devotionals with those. Then we also have the ones that have the weeks on them. And they have them right here, week 3, 4, 2, 1. So typically this would be week 1, but this is your kit. You get to do whatever you want. This was not just made for everybody straight across the board. So for me, I like week 3 this week. This one just hits home this week for me. So I'm going to do week 3 even though it's week 1. Excuse me. So I want to tell you what it says here. And it's got this little bow, and it says set free with some cute hearts there. And it says, I used to struggle with fear. I didn't always realize it, but fear was influencing my relationships and life choices. One day I found 2 Timothy 1:7. I learned that fear is a spirit and definitely not from God. In fact, he actually gives me a much stronger and more powerful spirit, the powerful spirit of power, love, and a sound mind. The Bible tells us many times, do not fear and do not be afraid. As you know, if he tells us not to do something, then he definitely gives us the grace and strength to obey. When the Holy Spirit reveals the truth through his word, it empowers us to live differently. We are set free. Is there something that's getting you down and keeps you there? Ask the Holy Spirit to lead you to the truth in the word today. So I've gone ahead. I've said all my own personal prayers before I started recording. So I already have my mind on where I want to go with this as far as my mind is concerned. So I have found 2 Timothy, and we're going to 1:7. I'm just going to stick this little guy right behind here because I don't want any ink or anything to get on any other pages. So it says here, 1:7, for the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. So I don't know about you, but I could use all of those things. So I know a lot of you guys have come to me recently asking how I'm doing, and I am getting by. So I know I haven't come out and just said it, and this will be the first time, but Tony and I have decided to separate for a while. I'm not sure where this is going to take us. This was not something that I wanted at all. But I can't hold him in chains either. So this is what we've come to know as our life now. But with that, I can always come to my Bible, and I'll tell you what, God always knows what to tell me all the time. So, and sometimes it's things I don't want to hear, but that's okay. As long as I'm coming to him daily and he keeps telling me and he keeps me just safe, I know I'm going to be okay. So thank you guys. Oh my gosh, thank you guys for all your kind words all the time. I appreciate it so much. I see you on Instagram. I see you here on YouTube, and I cannot thank you enough for all your prayers and your thoughts and your kind words, and it just means the world to me. So we're going to go ahead, and I just love these pink hearts, and I know there's some pink hearts in here, and I'm going to look at this here, and it says Bible Nerd. It's got this little girl. The word lights the way. I love that. And then these little nerdy glasses. I think I'm going to go with the word lights the way because, like I said, I definitely get to come back here whenever I want and read my Bible. I'm just so thankful that we live in a country where we can do that. So I'm just going to put the stamp on a block. I did pick up some colors here. I've got, I use Stampin' Up! Classic ink pads. I've got some Blushing Bride, Pear Pizzazz. I have some Pumpkin Pie. I have other colors as well, but I'm going to go with some of this right now. First things first is I'm going to put a little bit of color on my page. And that is, I just have this little, I don't know what it's even called. Is it called a distresser? I don't know. But I'm going to go with this orange color, and I'm kind of just keeping with the same colors that they have here. So I have my pumpkin pie, and all I'm going to do is put some ink on there. And I don't want it to be too dark. And I'm kind of just going to start off the page and then kind of hold the page down. And I'm going to go heavier in this corner here. And I don't need a lot of color. I just want to give it a little bit of pop. So I'm going to take that off, and I'm going to get that Blushing Bride out. Now this is a very light color, so, and I'm going to use the bottom and get that one a little bit darker as well. There we go. And that's it. You do not have to, you know, completely cover everything. This is whatever you want to do. So just know that whatever you feel is right is right. So I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to look at these, and we're going to see how cute these all are. Oh my goodness. I must say they are adorable. Definitely am loving these hearts and the bow. That one says, I love a good book. We're just going to go through here rather quickly, see which ones I want to use today. All right. think I'm just going to take a couple of these hearts that all kind of look different. Different sizes, different shapes. I'll take 3 of them. And I think we're going to go with, let's see, this Be a Bible Nerd. I really think that's cute. Okay. So we'll move these out of the way for right now. And then I'm going to go back to this pumpkin pie color. I'm going to go ahead and ink this guy up. Oh, that did not come out very well, but that's okay. I just use baby wipes to clean my stamps. So when I'm using the same stamp, multiple colors, I do condition my stamps and use a really good cleaner at the end of everything just to keep them nice. But I'm going to switch colors now. And I'm going to go to this Blushing Bride. Same stamp. And that's coming out super cute with it being light like that. I love it. Alright, again I said don't worry about that because we can easily cover that up. And we'll go ahead and start on that now. And I'm going to take this here and I just want to look at what the words were again and see what we want to use. So I'm just cutting that piece off. And I'm going to cut these as well. And typically I like to have the edges kind of frayed, but this time I'm going to just keep them in a block. And I'm going to put that right across here, and we're just going to cover up. Again, don't worry about, I mean, it's just washi. It could go any which way that you want it to. And there we go. So I didn't keep them straight. I kind of put them in an angle, and then we covered up that little boo-boo that I had there. So I'm just gonna look and see what we've got here. I love this Be a Bible Nerd. Just looking to see how I want to get this. I'm just going to stick this here. So cute. And I'm going to take my snail adhesive and just put these down. And I love this because you don't have to have so much talent with these kits. I mean, it's all done for you, which is super cool. Now, I always get people asking me, you're covering up the words and stuff like that. And every time I just tell them, this Bible that I have here, it is for me to read, and I always read first, and then I color. And then I can go back. And this page, for this particular one, this one's going to be just for 2 Timothy 1:7. That's it. I'm not here to read the whole entire first paragraph here. I'm only here for just this one area. Now, I have my other Bible. I don't write in it, other than maybe a few notes in the margins that I've had for years since I was a teenager, and that is the Bible that I read. This one I read and then I color. So I do have multiple Bibles, and that is how I get by with coloring in my Bible, and I don't feel bad about it at all. So I always get that question, and my answer is always the same. And to be quite honest, I was the same way. I did not know, how I would even get into this Bible journaling. I thought it looked really cool. People were doing some great stuff, but I couldn't bring myself to color in my Bible. And then somebody told me, God just wants you to spend time with Him. He's not worried about the Bible, as far as long as you're getting out of it His Word. That's what matters. And so once somebody told me that, I was like, oh, I get it now. So now I'm just kind of playing around, seeing where I might want this, if I want it at all. So I don't know what's going on here. There we go. So I'm looking again here, and I think this is the tab that I'm going to use. Very cute. So I am loving this. I'm gonna just look again, see if there's anything else that I might want on here. And you do not have to write if you don't want to. If you do want to, feel free. Do whatever you would like to do in here. And I think I'm pretty good with everything here. Oh no, yes. I'm going to stick this one here. And I'm gonna kind of put it at an angle there. I love that. So I'm going to go back to my pen here, and I'm just going to write the date today. I'm going to put it right in here. Because I like to date what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to go back here to this little guy, and I really, I'm going to mark on here, fear was influencing my relationships and life choices. And then fear is a spirit, not from God. So I absolutely love this, and I will actually stick this in here. I may put it down with some washi tape on here, and I may not. I'm not sure yet. But I definitely want to remember this, that I always say, like, if somebody's angry, there's some hurt going on there. There is some fear going on there. And you gotta figure out what's causing that. And then just give it to God, bring it to God, and give it back to Him. Because, I mean, now it says here, and I never even thought of that fear was a spirit that is definitely not from God. So, if it's not from God, get rid of it. So, all right, beauties, I hope you like this. If you do, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know what your thoughts are. And I will talk to you guys later. Until then, God bless. Bye.